Welcome to our new videocast. Let's talk wireless IoT. The videocast is powered by RFID and Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2021 and will feature exhibitors, sponsors and speakers of the event. You want to meet the RFID and Wireless IoT experts live? No problem. Make sure to get a ticket and join the live event RFID and Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2021 in the RMCC in Wiesbaden, Germany. Or join the simultaneous virtual event that will contain live streams from the conference on-site and numerous speakers as well as webinars, roundtables and of course easy-to-use communication systems. But for now, let's focus on the guests. See you in Wiesbaden. Welcome to our fourth episode of the Let's Talk Wireless IoT videocast. Great that you are here with us today. And our today's guest is Mr. Niklas Bast, Sales Manager, Location Solutions and RFID, DACH at Zebra Technologies. As usually, we prepared 3 different question blocks focusing on Niklas Bast itself, on Zebra Technologies, on some projects at Zebra Technologies, and of course, what Zebra Technologies has in stock for the RFID and Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2021, live and virtual in Wiesbaden. So, let's welcome our guest. Hello, Mr. Bast.
Hello. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, great to have you. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just sitting in my home office today and I'm doing good.
Okay. And I see your decoration in your office is even matching your company as well, a Zebra. Perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Fully committed.
Yeah, fully committed. Absolutely. And where are you located? So you already said your home office, but you are in Germany, right?
Yes, I'm located in Germany. I'm covering the DACH region, but I'm based in Oberhausen, which is near to Düsseldorf, Essen, Duisburg. So I'm based in the heart of Germany. That is where I live.
Okay, so you're pretty close to the event location in Wiesbaden also. So
Yeah,
perfect match.
absolutely.
Okay. So I would already start with my first question, if that's okay for you.
For sure.
Okay, so my first question would be, as always, and absolutely important for our visitors is, will you be on site at the RMCC in Wiesbaden for the event?
That's a good question. For sure, we will be there. So Zebra and the Wireless IoT Tomorrow have a great history. And so it's clear that we will be on site and we will have the booth 69. And it's easy to remember because it's next to the event area. And there we are located. And hope to welcome a lot of people there.
Absolutely. And you will be there personally as well, right?
Yes, I will be there, and we will be there with a dedicated Zebra team. So there will be a lot of what means a lot of people, but the right people from the DACH region, which are covering the different technologies from a technical and a commercial side, will be on the booth and there for you.
Okay, perfect. So everybody who is maybe pumping up more questions based on our conversation today can absolutely meet the Zebra team and of course you in person at the booth and ask maybe even more questions if you are interested, more details. I'm sure that the Zebra team is more than welcome to provide all information.
Absolutely. That is our plan. Yeah.
Okay. So one more question for you personally. What is your personal role at Zebra Technologies and how long have you already been with the company?
Yeah, so my personal role is that I'm part of the solution sales team, which means I'm responsible for 2 technology sectors, which are passive RFID and our location solutions product family, which is ultra wideband, Bluetooth Low Energy, and something we call WareNet. And I'm part of this team, and I'm supporting nearly every project when it comes to this kind of technologies. So my role is, or what in my signature, there's solution sales specialist. So all the people from Zebra internal as well as the customers reach out for me when it comes to RFID and I'm supporting that.
Okay, so you already mentioned an important keyword that is always of interest, of course, and that's projects. Let's come back to that in a minute. Thank you for giving this overview and what kind of processes, technologies, solution questions you are involved in, and you basically already answered also my third question, and that would be what products and or solutions are you in charge of at Zebra Technologies? But I think we already heard that for what kind of technologies you are mainly requested. Maybe you could focus on the technology part again. So it was passive RFID, for example, BLE solutions.
Yeah, for sure. So we differentiate a little bit between passive RFID and location solution, even if there are some points they have together. So one point is passive RFID, which includes all the handheld devices and the printers, the labels, and when it comes to more complex solutions as well, to fixed reader installations. So fixed reader antennas and all this kind of stuff. To build a solution which is automatically reading RFID tags in the customer process. We use this kind of technology for different use cases, but I think that will be a further point later. So that is passive RFID. So, and when it comes to more complex situations where passive RFID is not suitable because the customer wants to have a very dedicated indoor localization, for example, or a zone level based localization, we have a bunch or big portfolio of other technologies, like I've mentioned just before. So, for example, Bluetooth Low Energy technology for zone based localization, for example, in the healthcare sector. And on the other hand, we have ultra wideband and WareNet, where you can achieve a real-time visibility and a real-time localization of fast-moving forklifts, cars, and all this kind of stuff. But there we are only talking about indoor localization. So there's a fixed infrastructure behind that, so that the customer is able to track whatever he wants to track in real time.
Okay, so.
And with a very certain accuracy. That's also the point when it comes to ultra wideband. For example, we are able to have a localization accuracy up to 30 centimeters or even less. And that addresses very specific use cases.
Okay, so basically you can provide the best suited solution for every kind of individual project. So from only using passive RFID solutions or combining it with different technologies, or even go beyond it for even more accurate localization. Of course, perfect. I think there's everybody who is looking for specific solutions for a specific environment can be sure that Zebra can offer the perfect technology and is not strictly combined to one technology, but can offer what is perfectly suitable for this individual case.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point you are raising, because sometimes one technology doesn't fit it all. So we have the chance, due to the fact that we have that wide portfolio, to combine technologies if that is needed, for example. And we are just talking from the hardware side right now, but on the software side, we have a localization platform which is called MotionWorks Enterprise, where you are able to include all these technologies. And we have, for example, let me just give you a brief example on the use case. When it comes to tracking forklifts, you need a real-time localization of the forklift, for example, with ultra wideband. And on the other hand, you want to know which pallet I've got on the fork. And therefore, you can use passive RFID. And in the software, you can combine everything together and gain that data and model your process with that.
Yeah, good example how different technologies can be combined to create even more accurate information to optimize processes. That makes absolute sense. Great to know that Zebra can provide solutions or products for all kind of different technologies. Okay, I think thanks for this information. Very, very important to know for everybody who is maybe wondering what would be the best technology for the problem I have, the problem that has to be solved or be optimized, and then you can offer him solutions not only for specific technologies you are maybe perfectly in, but for a wide branch. And I think that makes the portfolio even more interesting to be sure that it is exactly the best solution for the individual case. Okay, so that brings me already to my next question, and that would be how you are in contact with partners or directly involved. So are you directly involved in these projects, or are you mainly working via partners?
So yeah, we are very often involved in projects directly, for example, in that complex solution environment when it comes to RFID and localization solutions, but we are always with a partner there. So Zebra is fully committed to the channel strategy we are doing for years and years, and which is one of our success points, I would say. So there's always a partner with us, and we have a wide range of partners with different knowledge and different solutions they are bidding on or selling to their customers. So that makes us even more flexible to have partners in every vertical with very specialized solutions. They are building on our hardware and software portfolio. So yeah, in general, we are involved, but always with partners. And maybe one more point to add there, when it comes to RFID solutions, we have our own RFID specialization for our partners. So we make sure that all the partners which are selling Zebra RFID are trained and that they have all the information from our side to build a great solution for the customer. And we are working very closely together.
Okay, so everybody out there can be sure that if there is a cooperation, that the right partner will be provided or coming along with Zebra, but Zebra can also be contacted directly, or make sure that all information are forwarded to the partner to offer the best products or solutions. Okay, so you already mentioned a specific example for the forklift, for example. That is a good introduction for my next question. So that would be, which projects are you currently involved in? Without naming any specific, could you perhaps describe an application or solution?
Yeah, for sure. And I think we could talk about that topic more than an hour or more than a day, but I will give a brief summary. So we are nearly in every vertical. In general, we support solution for every customer. It does not depend where he's working, but in general, I want to highlight some verticals we are very strong in, and that is, for example, retail, and that is the whole retail sector, fashion retail, food retail, as well as manufacturing, which includes automotive for sure. We have transport and logistics, healthcare, and also the governmental sector is one of our main focuses. So every vertical has its own issues and pain points we are going to address. And so standard applications or use cases are, for example, inventory management, stock management. When it comes to retailers, they want to know which stuff is on their selling area and which not. We have manufacturing processes where RFID is a big topic right now. For example, in automotive, there's a lot going on in terms of tagging parts with RFID, doing asset tracking, gain visibility over the production process. And so asset tracking is the next big use case, and as well as localization solutions. So when it's about finding cars on big places or in the production area, we are working with big customers there, and have some projects in the pipeline here. But I'm not allowed to tell that now, but maybe we have a big story in the short term.
Okay, perfect. So everybody who is now even more interested in this information, please make sure to stop at the booth 69 of Libra. Maybe you get more information in a personal discussion. You mentioned also the inventory, and that's maybe a good opportunity to mention an article that we did together, our editorial team, in the January this year about the AI and robotics. I think it was the EMA 50. For inventory. And one solution from Zebra I have to mention, because I was personally invited, and that is analytics solution for the NFL. Where different analytics are recorded during the game. So there are different, a wide variety of solutions and products going on at Zebra, and like we heard now, maybe even more coming up in the next future. So when we talk about all these different projects, and I'm sure you are involved in a lot of different conversations, topics, projects, solution processes, all of that. Which project or part of a project do you personally find most challenging?
Yeah, that's a good point you're raising here. So it's a big difference when it comes to hardware selling or solution selling. So in terms of RFID and location solutions, you need to have a very good plan to get the project working and to bring that to a success. So the most challenging in this project is that we need to have a very close contact with the customer. So normally we do a workshop up in front to make sure what are the expectations and what are the pain points the partner or customer has. And then we are going to address a strategic plan to solve that. And most challenging sometimes is to make sure or choose the right technology for the use cases and make the customer understand that we have a lot of chances and a lot of things we can do with that kind of technologies, but sometimes RFID, for example, is not suitable. There are use cases which are not doable with that kind of technologies, so we need to be flexible there. And sometimes it's hard to understand how complex the things are when it comes to stable solution. For example, if you want to read RFID text going through a gate, you need to make sure that you have a stable and correct reading every time, for example. That is something we need to do on the hardware side. So the system needs to be very clear. On the other side, we have the software focus. So where software needs to be included in the back-end system of a customer. And all this kind of stuff needs to be, we need to be aligned there. So it's not easy selling. It's a longer sales cycle, but that is really, really needed to bring the process, bring the project to a good end.
I can absolutely understand your point, and that shows me that the focus is not on selling and finishing a solution, but to do the research, go into the details to offer a perfectly working solution. I think that's exactly what possible customers are looking for. So I can imagine that a lot of details rising up on the software side, some components of the products maybe that are used itself. Then you have, of course, even more details of the specific environment where this solution is implemented, what has to be localized. So I definitely can imagine that there's some work to do.
Yeah, the point is we ask a lot of questions, and sometimes more questions than so that the customer asks us, why do you need this kind of information from us? And we say, we need to have the full understanding of your process to give to provide you the best solution. Because if you miss something critical in the process, we don't know it, and we are designing a solution that could lead to problems afterwards. So we try to do the best job up in front and the most work up in front, so that after going live, things are working and we are not having issues there. So
absolutely
a good point. Yeah,
absolutely. The more information, or I can imagine, the more information and the more accurate information you have before the project starts, the better the planning and the rollout, or closer to a perfect rollout you can get. Absolutely. So let's start with our first question of our third question block, and that would be what Zebra Technologies has in stock for the RFID and Wireless IoT Tomorrow 2021. My first question would be, what does the participation at the show mean for your company and for you personally?
Yeah, sure. So for our company, that means that we have the chance again after 1.5 years of COVID lockdown to show our solutions live. So we have a lot of devices and also some new devices. We want to hand out to customers and interest people, and so that the customer are able to have the look and feel. That is a very important point. So it's really important for us to get in touch with customers and interested people on the booth, to have the direct conversation again. And we are really looking forward to that. And for me personally, I'm a sales guy and I like to be outside. I like to be at customer side or somewhere else, talking to people face to face. During the last episode with Corona, that was not doable or not safe doable, so we didn't do it. So we needed to do Microsoft Teams sessions, which was great, but it's not, in the end, it's not the same. So I'm really looking forward to meet the people face to face again. That's from my personal side.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. You see me smiling because it's just great that we have this opportunity again to create a safe environment after this long pandemic situation of now more than 1.5 years. I think we're close to 2 years. Yeah, absolutely great, and it is even more greater than we can welcome Zebra Technologies as not only an exhibitor but also a platinum sponsor of the event, a main partner of the event that will show all these new product solutions, informations, whatever you can think of. I'm sure Zebra will have it in stock, and Zebra will not only be presenting at a huge booth in the exhibition itself, booth number 69, but also giving 2 lectures. So feel free to join the lectures and hear more about projects and success stories, about all kind of up-to-date information. Perfect. So is the exhibition important for Zebra Technologies, especially during the Corona pandemic?
Yes, it is. For example, we are most in this environment when it comes to solution sales. So solution sales is always together with big conversations and you need to have a real close relationship to the customer to get these things working, like I've told you before. So for us, it's really important to have the direct contact again, to get the direct input and all these kind of things. So yeah, it's very important from a Zebra perspective as well. We can show our products and solutions, and we can directly show how it's working. And that's something different as doing it in a team session or sending units out to customers. So yeah, it's important for us, and we are really looking forward to have that conversations.
Yeah, and maybe correct me if I'm get this impression wrong, but for this close communication that is necessary to get all the information and do a perfect rollout, I think one key is also to establish a certain level of trust. So everybody on the table knows, okay, my partners absolutely know what he's talking about, and on the other side, we are getting the information we need, so we just know how to cooperate successfully with each other, and that is definitely something that that is easier to establish if you have more information. And by more information, I mean if you meet someone in person, and it's not only about a voice over the computer.
Yeah, absolutely. So our strategic plan is to be the trusted advisor for our customers. So it's not about hard selling and this kind of stuff. We need that close relationship. We need trust in there, and we have a lot of knowledge there, and we want to bring that together so that we can define the expectations and then design the solution which fits that. And sometimes you said that trust is a very important point. You need to have trust to address your pain points in your process. So we want to be this partner for our customers, and so a direct contact is better. So we did a lot in the meantime. Last year, the Wireless IoT was virtually, which was a great event, but it's not the same. And so we hope to get that in the time in Wiesbaden.
Absolutely, and I think that visitors of events in general, but everybody who is looking for a trusted partner out there to optimize processes, who maybe felt a push during Corona to do even more process optimization, or see what is even possible to be better prepared to save more resources. They're looking forward to meet those partners again, to get an easy impression. And I would absolutely agree with you that a virtual event is not the same than an event on site, where it's just where you can forward information more accurate. You can come directly to the point. So the last very important information for everybody who is now very interested to visit the Zebra booth would be: what products and solutions will you and your team be presenting at the exhibition? We already talked about a lot of different industries and technologies, and also products that Zebra has in stock for every kind of solution. But are there specific products or solutions or even information you want to point out here?
Yeah, for sure. So we will have a lot of units and devices with us. So you are able to see our new RFID 40, which is the newest and best generation of RFID sleds to make a certain device RFID ready. So that will be the newest development we will able to show there. But we will also have a lot of fixed or different fixed readers there. The whole RFID portfolio. You are able to see how RFID tag is printed and what we can do with our printers and labels there. We will have BLE on the booth to show how that is working, and in the end you can see all the things working and can do it on yourself. So that is what we try to achieve. We will also have smart cabinets on the booth, which is a great solution for storage and for the storage of devices, and also disinfection, for example. So there will be a wide range. So everything which is related to RFID and localization solutions we want to show there.
Okay, perfectly. So the visitors can absolutely expect the latest technologies and a wide range of products and solutions. And beyond everything that is shown on the booth, and I can't highlight that enough because we already talked about trust, is of course the Zebra expert team itself that will be there to answer all kind of questions, even maybe for questions that are beyond RFID. I'm sure that all information.
Absolutely. We have all the people on the booth. That's not just RFID location solutions. So if it comes to barcode scanning and all the other things we do, like robotics. We will show something from our last acquisition, which is Fetch Robotics, and it's more than that, but it's focused on this different on RFID and wireless IoT. But yeah, you can expect a lot, and yeah, I hope many people are showing off, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, so I hope everybody feels invited to meet the Zebra experts, to see what they have in stock at the booth itself, to follow the lectures. If you are not able to visit the event on site, definitely don't miss the live streams of the lectures, for example, and get in contact via the virtual website. So a conversation can start. Thank you for these great insights. I think we get a very good impression of what will be on the booth itself, what visitors can expect, what Zebra is doing, what kind of projects Zebra is involved in, what different industries, different technologies, different solutions are offered. And thank you also for the information from you personally. And I hope I'm more than happy to welcome you in Wiesbaden in the end of October for the exhibition itself.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope to meet you as well there. So thank you for that. And maybe one last point from my side. You have highlighted the lectures, and there's something I want to point out as well. So Daniel Dombach, our business development manager with a lot of experience in these verticals, will have 2 lectures there. One is about delivering e-commerce, and one is about smart warehousing and what you can do there to get to the next level. So that's a clear and good presentation. I know him very well, and I can only ask everybody to join these lectures. It will be very interesting.
Absolutely. Thanks for this information. Please make sure to follow the lectures. The lectures are this year automatically included into the exhibition, so it will be more easier than ever to follow the lectures. They are, I think the event area, you already mentioned it, is maybe 30 meters apart from the Zebra booth, so make sure to follow the Zebra lectures, and after that you can go back to the Zebra stand, talk with the speaker about all questions you may have, or even more details, so it will be easier than ever to interact with everybody, to get all information you want, and get some great personal conversations. The final thing for me to say is thank you very much, and more than welcome to welcome you in Wiesbaden.
Yeah, thank you for having me today, and see you there.
See you there. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching the Let's Talk Wireless IoT session. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and stay up to date on the event website or on our LinkedIn page. Hope to see you for the next Let's Talk Wireless IoT episode or in Wiesbaden.